All right, the 7 deadly sins as rappers. Yo, this should be interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
7 rappers I found who each meet the criteria for one of the 7 deadly sins: pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. I'll start with what is considered to be the original and worst of the 7 deadly sins: pride.
Pride. Who's prideful, bro?
As believing that one is
Who's prideful in the rap industry, bro?
Failing to acknowledge the accomplishments of others and excessive admiration of the personal self. The rapper who best matches this description of pride is Drake. Drake is no doubt one of, if not the, most accomplished rapper of all time. But the thing is, he doesn't shy away from boasting about his accomplishments. A lot of his song
Really? I thought Drake was humble, bro. Hey, listen, maybe he's gonna prove me wrong.
lyrics show this off, constantly putting himself on a pedestal. Another example of Drake's pride is him hiding the fact.
Yo, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's a crazy ad, bro. That is so wild. If y'all seen that, that is crazy.
He had a child with an ex-adult film star, likely due to
Zesty, bro, putting us light skins on a bad rep.
In May 2017, TMZ reported that ex-adult film star Sophie Brousseau claimed she was pregnant with Drake's baby and that they weren't on good terms. She claimed to have messages with Drake supporting the claim that he got her pregnant, and in those alleged messages, Drake asked for an abortion and claimed that she only wanted the child so she could get his money. Drake's team discredited Sophie's claims, suggesting that she was using the situation as a way of getting into the United States. It wasn't until Pusha T's May 2018 diss track on Drake that his hidden son would finally be revealed to the world, against his own free will. Drake has also
Pusha T body Drake, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Revealing his son to the world, crazy.
That he is not receptive to criticism, which is another sign of his pride. In September 2022, Drake privately sent harsh messages to YouTuber Anthony Fantano, seemingly due to the low ratings he had been giving his recent albums. Fantano made light of the situation by not sharing the messages
I find that hard to believe. Why would you give this man? He's basically giving him clout then.
Publicly, but by telling people that Drake kindly DM'd him a vegan cookie recipe.
Anthony's Jersey, there's no way, bro. There's no way, bro.
Though this was an unbelievable story, Drake decided to take matters into his own hands and post the actual bitter messages that he sent to his own Instagram story. He used Fantano's own 10-point rating scale to call his existence a light 1, all because he couldn't handle the criticism of Fantano's album reviews. Another person's criticism Drake couldn't handle is Joe Budden's. Joe criticized Drake after the release of his album For All the Dogs, stating that he was rapping for the children and needed to mature his music to match his age. Drake took his message to heart.
Drake pushing 40, right? He pushing 40. I be forgetting that though.
And responded with an onslaught of personal jabs. In short summary, calling Joe Budden a frustrated failure and quitter who will not be remembered and whose opinion should not be listened to. He ended the message by
Drake an old head for real
and using it to diminish what Joe Budden has achieved. Drake may be a bit full of himself, but at least
pushing 40 and making YouTube beef is crazy. That's all I'm saying, man. Listen, if I was in Drake's position, bro, I wouldn't care about what nobody says, bro. I'm doing me. I'm at the top of my game. Let the numbers speak for itself. Tired business.
Consistent, releasing music frequently for years upon years. The same cannot be said for the rapper I chose to represent the sin of sloth. Sloth is the most difficult sin to define and credit as a sin since it refers to an assortment of ideas. But the most common definition given to sloth is
Isn't sloth like laziness?
To work or make an effort, also known as laziness. A rapper who's known for fitting this description is Playboi Carti. Carti began his music career in 2011 and started attracting attention.
Is he lazy or is he just like he likes to hype up his drops, man, like crazy, and his fans still ride or die for him? That's like saying Kendrick crazy. I mean lazy, because he didn't drop for 5 years. But listen, I think they need more time for their piece of art that they produce. You know what I'm saying?
Attention in 2015.
All right, peace, Supreme. Appreciate you.
And Fetty. Since then, Carti's dropped a whopping 3 projects in an 8-year time frame. Sure, there are other rappers who take long breaks in between projects, but they usually meet at least one of these two justifications. One, being older in their late 30s or 40s, or two, still consistently dropping singles and features while they work on their own project. Cardi cannot use either of these excuses.
He's not feeding his fan base
Cardi
at
has
all.
released one single that wasn't for an album. Before his two big 2023 features with Travis Scott and The Weeknd, Cardi had 0 features done for all of 2022 and only 7 total from the 2 years before that. It's not only his music releases where Cardi
Buddy, look back, bruh.
2 years before that. It's not only his music releases where Cardi is sparse, as he also rarely posts anything online to social media. Despite his lack of consistency, Cardi has only grown more and more successful over the years, to the point now where he's one of the biggest names in rap. The next rapper I chose cannot relate to this, but wants to be just like Cardi, and that's why his sin is envy. To envy is the desire to have a quality, possession, or other desirable attribute belonging to someone else. An extreme example of envy is actually wanting to be someone else. Mario Judah is a rapper who took envy to this extreme.
I've seen him before, but I don't think I listened to the music, bro.
Before Mario was even an artist, he was a big fan of Cardi.
I was doing this before I was an artist. Like, I was one of the fans in his comment section, like, bro, please drop Whole Lotta Red. Like, bro's fire. Like, he's a rock star too, you know what I'm saying?
In 2020, he, like many others, were growing impatient with Cardi for not dropping his album titled Whole Lotta Red. Mario decided to take matters into his own hands and threatened to release Whole Lotta Red for Cardi if he didn't drop it before December 6th.
Y'all listen to him?
Once that day came around and Cardi hadn't dropped, Mario Judah released a single titled Bih Ya, where he did his best Cardi impersonation, mimicking his typical baby voice cadence and flows.
Yeah, that sounds just like him, I ain't gonna lie, bro. But there's a lot of Cardi ripoffs, man, let's be real. What the
release of this song, Mario Judah announced
wait, never mind, that was nasty.
that it was only track 2 of his own entire
Oh, that's where I know him from. This meme. That's where I know him from. I was like, he looks familiar, bruh. And this is the meme where he was like, that's gotta be racist.
release of this song, Mario Judah announced that it was only track 2 of his own entire Whole Lotta Red project that was on the way. On December 8th, 2020, Mario Judah once again threatened Cardi, this time saying that he would drop his own version of Whole Lotta Red if Cardi didn't drop his album by December 11th.
I do what I can to try and get him to
oh, he's riding the wave. Crazy.
He'll hurry up and drop. Apparently it's not working. He's not dropping, and all the fans are upset. And now they're expecting me to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's like, if he not going to drop,
he's trying to replace Cardi, bro, but nah, they ain't rocking with
Cardi,
it.
of course, did not oblige, and Mario Judah proceeded to drop an EP titled Whole Lotta Red shortly after midnight on December 12th, 2020. The
Are
3
you
new
blatantly
songs on
copying
the EP
somebody,
were just
bro?
like the previous song he'd released, showing him copying everything about Playboi Carti's sound. The worst part is that after Cardi finally released his album Whole Lotta Red on Christmas 2020, Mario Judah responded with hatred, as if the version he had dropped was better than Cardi's.
Cardi, I ain't do all this just for you to give us trash.
Mario is not him. He don't look like him, bro. He look like a replica.
Cardi imitation songs Mario Judah made were
literally
successful, all being his most viewed tracks, but it ruined his reputation as an artist, trying to capitalize off of someone else's style.
Of course it will, bro. It's like that one kid who tried to replicate Speed. Like, bro, how you trying to be another person? Be yourself, bro.
Following and notoriety, so I think it's safe to say he overall gained from this situation. Someone else who gained.
He got a dog collar on? Wait, hold on, I didn't even peep that.
It's safe to say he overall gained from this situation. Someone else who gained
I
from
believe
the
it, though.
situation is the rapper I selected to represent the sin, gluttony. Gluttony is the overindulgence.
So a fat. So basically, it could be a lot, bro.
Overconsumption.
It could be a lot.
To the point of waste. The rapper Lucky unfortunately meets the criteria for gluttony.
We get out, we get fat.
Lucky is a rapper from Chicago.
That's a
who began
downgrade.
his music career in late 2012. Looking at pictures of him early on,
Bro,
in his
really,
career,
bro, he was
you see that he
skinny.
had a body
What?
build. Look at pictures of him now, and it's quite the opposite.
What? That's
But
that, yo. That's gotta be that lean good. Yo, Chet, don't drink lean, bro. Don't do lean, bro. I'm telling you, don't do no drugs, bro. Stay healthy, hit the gym, all that, man. You don't want to look like this, man.
That caused Lucky's continual gain of weight. Well, it actually all started after he stopped doing the drug Xanax.
Or Xanax, whatever, man.
Xanax to the point where he took 10 pills in a single day. But in 2016, he chilled on the Xans and found another drug that would change his life forever. It was around this time when Lucky first began drinking lean.
What do I say, bro? It's the lean gut, man. That's what lean does to you.
Lean is a recreational drug beverage prepared by mixing prescription strength cough syrup containing codeine and promethazine with a soft drink. Drinking it in prescribed quantities is safe, but one of the potential side effects of overconsumption is weight gain due to not only the extremely high amounts of sugar in the sodas, but also the cough syrup that causes constipation and inflation of your liver and intestines. The bloating that lean causes is referred to as a lean gut, which is similar to that of a beer belly. Lucky first started showing signs of his lean gut in 2019, and it's only gotten
he let himself go.
Lucky said he wished the weight gain on himself for wanting to gain weight back when he was skinny.
You're like first or only who embrace gaining weight.
It's really like a little karma thing, not karma, but I wish this on myself because I used to want to be like Sosa and Gucci Man.
Bro, who wishes to get fat on themselves?
And I was skinny as trying to get a little pudge. Then I got it, but I stopped caring about having it. You feel me? I wish this on myself.
Didn't stop growing.
Now his lean addiction is so bad that he doesn't even like thinking about how much it's cost him.
How much you think you spent on it?
I don't like thinking about that.
Yeah.
What's the most you paid for a pint?
I won't say if you hide it.
The root of his addiction actually stemmed from his listening of Lil Wayne, a rapper who frequently glorifies lean in his music.
I always wanted to drink lean though because of Lil Wayne though. I was a real impressionable kid, you know? I was like super impressionable.
Oh, that's the thing. Rap beat, bro. Rap beat kind of ruining generations, bro. Our kids listen to this and then they want to replicate it. That's real.
Then when I start getting older, it just fit.
Gotta watch what we
Lucky himself is the one
allow our kids to listen to, bro.
His music, potentially negatively influencing other listeners. Another person negatively influencing their listeners is the rapper I have representing the sin of lust. Lust is defined as intense or unrestrained craving. I couldn't.
Yeah, if that isn't Sexy Red, I don't know what is.
Rapper Sexy Red. Sexy Red is a recent success story in the rap scene, blowing up from her rather unholy lyrics. Wikipedia's description of Sexy Red says her public image, lyrics, and media presence have been described as brazenly sexual and boisterous. She herself describes her music as bad and ratchet. Her stage name, Sexy Red, was adapted from her nickname Red because of her red-dyed hair, and then her aim for appeal since embarking on a music career. Listening to her songs makes this clear, as just about every single one is full of lyrics about or completely based around the theme of sex. The same can be said for her music videos and live performances as well, which basically center around her showing her body off.
Oh, it's just degenerate activities, man. Oh, but guess what? He gets the views and the clicks, right? So listen, that's what they want, right?
Shaking her rear end. Her lustful activities expand beyond the public eye, as she's had multiple intimate videos of herself with men.
And listen, chat, I saw that. Yo, I saw the leaked video. She paid her, bro. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
Online. Sexy Red's reputation is not the best, as many call her a bad influence, but what she's doing is causing her career to take off and making her a lot of money in the process.
I'm saying it's
Someone
working
who
for her,
knows a
but
lot
at
about
what
money
cost?
is the rapper I selected for the sin of greed. Greed is the excessive desire for material possessions and wealth.
I feel like this low-key the worst one, right? Now, I don't know which one's the worst sin. They're all equally bad,
I
right?
decided to go with Travis Scott for this sin because he's infamous for taking countless high-paying endorsement deals. In 2011, before
Man, he just about his business. He about his money. He's a W marketer. He's a W, you know what I'm saying? Businessman.
Travis had any buzz in the rap scene, he made one of his earliest greedy decisions. He dropped out of college without telling his parents, but his parents...
Pride is the worst. Lust is the worst. Nah, they're all equal. They're all sins, bro. 7 deadly sins for a reason. I don't think there's any one that's above the other, right?
were sending him money.
I think that's
to
the whole
help with his
reason
college
for it.
expenses. They were sending him money for food, rent, and school necessities every 2 weeks. Travis used this money on flights, studio sessions, gas, clothes, and anything to continue his rapper lifestyle. It wasn't until his family came to visit him at his college that he would get caught, as they saw that he wasn't there anymore. After his parents found out that he'd been using the money they were giving him for non-school related purposes, they stopped talking to each other for a while.
Yeah, how'd that conversation go? Like, once you found out that you were taking her money and spending it on all this other stuff.
Man, she was just like, what the man? Like, she didn't talk to me for like a good 3 months.
Travis actually justified his actions, saying that it led him to the success that he has now.
To me, I felt like it was right just because, like, I knew what I was doing with the money. It wasn't like I was going out buying drugs. I was going out, like, you know, harming
He said,
myself.
well,
Going out spending it on, like, stupid stuff. I was spending it on, like, things that was going to get me to, like, the level of just where I'm at now.
One day in 2012, after returning from work on Kanye West's Cruel Summer album, Travis forgot everything in his hotel, including his luggage and his MacBook. Instead of going out and purchasing a new computer, he decided to leech off his friend Tony and use his constantly until he proclaimed it as his own. One day in mid-2013, Tony went to grab his MacBook and Travis didn't allow him. He snagged the computer out of Tony's hands and a fight almost broke out. Travis then left with the MacBook in his hands and Tony flew home to Houston. He says that they haven't talked since. In June of
spit over a beef over a laptop.
2013, Travis signed his first ever endorsement deal with Reebok, and since then has
That
collaborated
is wrong,
with
though.
Nike, Dior,
If that's true, that is
McDonald's,
wrong.
Fortnite, Netflix, A24, Anheuser-Busch, Reese's Puffs,
Stealing a
PlayStation,
friend MacBook is
NBA
crazy.
2K,
Yeah.
Hot Wheels, Connected Cannabis, Ben Shrill, Byretto, and
Over a
Hell.
laptop,
In
crazy.
2019, Travis performed for the Super Bowl 53 halftime show, even though several other musicians turned down offers due to their support for Colin Kaepernick after his national anthem protests against police brutality. Travis was criticized for accepting the invitation, but the exposure he gained caused his performance fee to double from $500,000.
I get it, yo. He's the type of person. He gonna do anything for the bag, bro. Travis is about his bag, bro.
$1 billion after the event took
Which
place.
isn't
Travis's
that is
continual
definitely
pursuit
greed.
of
I
wealth
agree.
is why he's currently worth an estimated $90 million, which is about $90 million more than the rapper I have representing the sin, Wrath. Wrath, also known as rage, is described as inordinate and uncontrolled feelings.
Oh, who got the rage in the rap
No
industry?
rapper fits this description better than Space Ghost Perp. Space Ghost Perp is a rapper who's
Who?
notorious for his controversial public persona and the many different beefs
Chat,
he's been a part
y'all
of.
know this?
Early on in his rap career in 2008, Perp formed a hip-hop collective,
100%.
Clan. The collective had a rotating door of members as so many rappers came and left over arguments with Perp about creative control and
This should
personal
be
issues.
Speed.
As Perp rose to
Speed ain't a
prominence,
rapper,
his
bro.
conflicts grew and got well documented, the most famous being a dragged-out rivalry with A$AP Rocky. In late 2011, A$AP Yams discovered Space Ghost Perp and his music through Tumblr. Perp began producing for A$AP Rocky, who was a big fan of his music. Perp and A$AP Mob were on good terms until a string of arguments led to Twitter feuds and physical altercations. In November 2012, Space Ghost Perp and affiliates of Raider Clan attacked members of A$AP Mob outside Miami. This led to A$AP Nas.
I'm not gonna lie, for Wrath, I would have picked like, bro, somebody that's really about their business, bro. Like standing on business, some hoodlum, bro. Like who's really deep in the streets? YB. I actually he's not gonna stop the violence, so I don't think he classifies anymore.
Calling the police and Space Ghost Perp getting arrested. In March 2013, Space Ghost Perp and affiliates again attacked A$AP Mob in their home city of New York. The feud began to die down after this in terms of
Dirk?
aggression and return to
Slump
social
God?
media.
What?
In January
What are you talking about,
2016,
Chad?
Perp
You don't
made a
stand on
series of
business.
Disrespectful tweets about A$AP
Maybe Dirk,
Yams,
but
who
I don't know
died
about
from a
Slump
drug
God, bro. I don't
overdose
know.
in 2015. This caused a whole new beef with his former Raider Clan
Vaughn?
member,
No,
Denzel
maybe Vaughn. Vaughn, yeah. King Vaughn would have been perfect for Wrath.
Curry, along with rapper XXXTentacion. Their beef was basically a string of heated diss tracks that eventually led to X getting Perp tattoo on his
Ooh,
wrist.
or
Over the
Melly.
years, as Perp has fallen
Ooh.
from fame, he's often channeled his anger on Twitter, where he's frequently gotten suspended for homophobic, racist, and misogynistic tweets. Perp has claimed he should
Yeah,
be
Melly's
taken
a
at his
good one.
word, stating the complex, "If I'm mad on Twitter, mad for
I don't know
me.
him,
Mad is
Quinn
mad."
NFN. Nah, I know Quinn NFN, bro. He low key underground. Yo, appreciate that prime. Much love.
Ain't cyber mad.
Zaculor, little Zaculor, appreciate it.
Off Twitter. Perp was arrested multiple other times, like for assault with a deadly weapon and for assault of a woman in North Carolina. The karma for all his wrath seems to have caught up with him, as he reportedly went broke and was even homeless. But I don't think you can say that he didn't deserve it.
Some got my name on his stomach, and I don't know, it was weird. He
That's
mailed
weird.
me his laptop. He wanted me to mix his album or whatever. I don't know. He wanted me to sign his laptop or something like that. This is his laptop right here. So we just gonna do this, all right? This is what we gonna do. All right, I'm breaking it too because your music is so trash. What you thought I was gonna mail it back to you? That's what you thought? Well, guess what? You're not getting it back.
Then like that. Okay, sweet.